Check, check, check. 1, 3. It's your man, RTP, in the place to be. Am I live right now? I believe I am live. Let me do a mic check. Mic check right there. All right. Go ahead and hit that like button while I'm here. All right. First one, but not the last, right? 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 Not the last. All right. It's your man. RTP Skull Gang in the building. You know what time it is? Oh, I got to do my Skull Gang. Let me do my Skull Gang real quick. Here on the Pewter and Red podcast. Where is my... There's my Skull Gang. Skull Gang! Add that to there. Right? Now we gotta stop all sounds. Right? We just gotta... Skull Gang! We got the... And what about... There we go. Getting my soundboard little by little, getting everything back up little by little, you know what I'm saying? So, let's see, where is... Fix something real quick. What is this? I don't know what that is. No. Fix, hold on. Give me a second. We're going to talk about... It's probably not... we're going to leave it alone. Anyways, what up, everybody? Oh, Professor X is in. What's going on? He says, Skull Gang. Let's go. It's your favorite troll's favorite troll back at it. That's what's up. It's been a minute. My favorite troll's favorite troll. We back here. Got off of work early, so I thought I'd come on here. We got stuff that we can talk about, as you can see in the background. Wonder if I could put it in the background while I'm on the side. No, what if I do this? What's the other one? Put it right there. I'm still in the middle. What if we just put it here? Is it better if I just put it here? There we go. Probably just do it like that, right? No, you can see it better when we go over here. There you go. We can see it better right there. We'll do it like that. We got the Twitter in the background, right? We got Twitter in the background, so we got some training camp. This was like, was pretty clear right there. Pretty clear right there. So we could go back. We're gonna go back and we're gonna look at some of these clips, man. Some of these clips that we got. Uh, and day 6 happened yesterday. It was a night. A night. Hold on. let me move This. It was a night practice. Pads. Big Al in the building. Big Al in the building. What it do, Big Al? I'm getting all this stuff. I'm getting my soundboard and everything back little by little. He says, yo, what's up, RTP? Skull Gang in the building. You know what time it is? Yes, sir. Pewter and Red till we cold and dead. Here, still at work, my guy. All right, well, just kick back, listen. We're gonna talk. We're gonna show some clips. As you can see, we got some clips from day 2, and we got all the clips. Every day, I pretty much I like everything. As you can see, these are all the updates from every training camp, you know. So it's curious. I'm curious, last time I was on here, which was a few days ago, I was really hyped, right? Now, I'm still hyped. I'm still hyped, but now it's starting to, like I said, it's starting to settle down. Pads came on. Matter of fact, the last time I talked to y'all was before the pads came on. It was yeah, because I was saying tomorrow the pads come on, blah, 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 blah. So the pads came on. We had day 5, the pads came on, and day 6 was yesterday. It was night practice. And yeah, I've calmed down a little. There's some things that I've calmed down on. There's some things that I'm raising up. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Here we see triple double OG Gerald McCoy showing the BG. Can't see some moves right here. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Just like we saw Warren Sapp doing this to Gerald McCoy when he was young and he came in to help him out a little bit. Now Gerald McCoy is doing the same thing to Kansas. We've been known for our DTs, baby. That's one position that we stay with a beast at that 3 technique. Gerald McCoy, one of the best 3 techniques we ever had. Shout out to Warren Sapp. Shout out to G. So he's just showing him little things. Gerald McCoy just never had any help on the D line, man. That man was constantly given 6, 7, 8 sacks a year and had no help. No, not a nothing. No help on the D line, man. No help on the D line. He was, man, he gets so much hate from a lot of Buck fans, man. But Gerald McCoy is literally the reason why I ever started YouTube. I always said if I ever interviewed Gerald McCoy on this podcast, which I've tried many, many, many times. I've tried. But yeah, I said if I ever had Gerald McCoy on my podcast, like that'd probably be my last episode. I'd probably like have nothing else to say. It'd be like full circle, and that's why I've really tried. Like the last couple months, I've really tried because I'm really getting to the end of my rope when it comes to this whole YouTube, and I'm getting into a new, hopefully, I'm trying to get a new way of life and start working out and doing some things. But just would have been full circle. I literally started YouTube because of Gerald McCoy, and if I ever was to get him on here, that'd probably be my last episode, man. But yeah, so shout out to G, man. Out here doing his thing, showing Kenzie what it's like. Big Al said, I seen that McCoy show some tricks to the young man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wish it was a way I could just go to the next. All right, so let's see this one. There's Watts right there. Kokeef, man. Kokeef. That's got to be Holden, though, right? That's got to be Holden or something. Man, look at. They hitting. They hitting. Can't let the fullback do that to you, Watts. He knows that. Like I said, I think this was day 4. I think this was day 4 that we're looking at right now, and not much to really look at. Some of the stuff in the pads. Oh snap! Buck crazy in the building. Says Skull Gang in the building. Skull Gang! You know what time it is, Buck crazy. So we're here. We're just recapping a couple of days of practice, and then we're at the end. We're gonna go over yesterday's night practice, which was day 6. Lost with a head there. I will say this, man. Joe Tryon, but O'Keefe, bro. Listen, I will say this, bro. Listen, a lot of people, including myself, counted O'Keefe out. You know, we got Pay Durham, we got Devin Cope, who I like. I think he could be a problem as a weapon offensively. And to be honest, I thought he was going to be the sneaky guy that might go up the depth chart. Obviously, we got Cade Otton. I'm missing somebody. Pay Durham, Cade Otton, Cope, and I guess O'Keefe. I feel like I'm missing another tight end. I think Tanner or something like that. Um, but O'Keefe, bro, listen, if he's gonna be able to clear the outside linebackers like this, now again, maybe it's Joe Tryon and Watts. You know, obviously he ain't able to do that with Yaya, but having a tight end that could clear that edge like that, he might be. He might be, picking himself a roster spot. Good. That's what 68. Is 68? Is 68 Barton? Or is it 62? Barton 62. Okay, so 62. Yeah, look at that push. So that's Skull. That's the left tackle, right? He's in there for Wirfs because Wirfs is not playing. This is the guard. Who's 68? 68's guard. I like what I'm hearing from Tyke Smith. Yes, facts. 68. Who's 68 on the Bucks? Let me get the roster.
Rondé Barber here for your first film session presented by Windows 11 of the 2022 season. And after that 19-3 victory on the road in Dallas,
So here,
how about them Bucks?
Stop Rondé. Let's go to where's the roster? This team. 68, Ben Bredesen. So Ben Bredesen has been the one that they said is taking a lot of starting reps. He's taking a lot of starting reps. This is Graham Barton right here. Who is that, mate? That's Cody Mock. Yep, that's Cody Mock. Cody Mock got Gedeke right there. Cody Mock right now looking like the weak one. Wells, that's the. Yeah, he let the linebacker in there. I really think we're gonna have us a run game, man. I really think we're gonna have us a run game. Logan Hall. That's Hainsey. second team. Yeah, I really think we're gonna have us a nice little run game. Mike Evans doing Mike Evans things.
Not that point of view is you guys are a little bit off. I was actually in St. Augustine. And I left Jackson. I ain't trying to get my ass back. Not that point of view is you guys are a little bit off. I was actually.
Look, practice again today. First day in full pads. Baker Mayfield hits Mike Evans across the middle field for once again. Yeah, we're gonna want to talk about what happened in day 6. Got Chris right here. Jamel Dean on Mike. Might have been a little push off. You know how Mike does. Back a little bit. Back a little bit more. All right. There's a training camp. I don't care about these little. Let's see, what is that? Number 15, Jalen McMillan. Take a look at this. Jalen McMillan's been having a really big camp. Jalen McMillan's pretty much taken over. There's 13, 14, and 15. That just is what it is. 13, 14, and 15. I believe this is him right here. And he looks good. When they talk about smooth, right? You keep hearing these words about Jalen McMillan. Oh, he's smooth, he's polished. This is a part of it. See how he catches and it goes into transition real easily? Because he stops. He catches the ball. He has to go back and catch the ball. I think that's Baker that threw it probably. That's jacked up, right? Bad throw, so it's probably Baker. So he catches it back like this, kind of backpedaling, and seamlessly transitions into continuing to run with the ball. Look at that. Not only continue to run with the ball, but make a cut to get away from this defender and go around. That's athleticism right there. Man, this is coming out so clear for you guys. I love it. All right. Let's see. And around safety, Kavion Mayweather has other thoughts. Blah blah blah. Sled. O-line, don't care. Ooh, Sterling Shepard in his 9th season, still putting on the moves. Looks like that was on Izzian. Okay, what is this? Pretty clear that Baker and Jalen McMillan developing a strong connection. Want to see, is that a stack? Looks like Jordan Whitehead. That looks like Joe Tryon. Joe Tryon might actually surprise us this year, guys. I'm hearing whispers. I won't say rumblings. I'll say that I'm hearing whispers. People are like, Joe Tryon he's been keeping up with the hype. Because, earlier it's been everybody. Let's be honest. It's been all the outside linebackers with no pads. They're like, Watts is doing it. Joe Tryon, Yaya. They're all, even Jose Ramirez, they're all eating. No pads. But once the pads came on, it got a little quiet. I'm not going to hold you. Got a little quiet on the pass rush front. But Yaya's still doing it. People are saying it. Yaya's still doing it. Of course, he's having an amazing camp right now. And there's been whispers of, Joe is kind of, I don't know. Joe over here talking about he's been practicing a lot with Yaya. It's kind of, and look, another bad throw. Come on, Baker. Come on, Baker. I'm seriously rooting for you, Baker. Like, listen, Baker, brother, listen. just because I believe you're not the best quarterback for us doesn't mean I don't want you to do good or I don't believe in you. I believe we can still win with you. I said that. I believe we can even go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl with you. I believe it's possible. You can win the Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield. I believe that. Okay? So don't get it twisted when I'm, really saying what I'm saying to you. But you got, come on, man. Ball placement. Okay, that's a better ball placement. I'll take it back. It looked like he was about to catch it back there, but the ball wasn't even to him yet. So I'll take it back. Let's put it in full. There's number 13 right here, number 15 right here. I believe that's.
You may go check me, but nothing about physicality.
Oh no, 15's over there. So who was that? 14? Was that Chris? I think that's 16. That don't look like a 4. It could be 14. You really can't see. Yeah. McMillan's been Yaya was offside. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, the players stay friendly all the time.
Good play by McMullen. All these mix. McMullen right there. Great play by McMullen. Turned around and still got it. Stopped him from catching that. We got Atlas is in the building. What up, RTP? Just checking in. It's another good day to be a Bucs fan. Yes, sir. You know, it's more of a good day to be a Bucs fan than a lot of other fan bases out there. Especially the best fan base to be in Florida. I'll tell you that for sure. Trask pass is tipped at the line, intercepted by Izzy. The Baker to McMillan connection has been strong today. Another one? I was right. Now, inside throws. McMillan inside throw. McMillan cutting inside. Mike cutting inside throws. Let's keep a track on all these throws. Mayfield rolls out, following Chris Godwin end zone. That Chris Broswell? 43. That was a good move by Chris. That was him. Yep, Chris Broswell. Great move by Chris Broswell. He missed him, but that was a great move to get in there. Now, this is to the outside, but that's a broken play to the outside while he's running towards the outside. So, rookie tight end Devin Culp has made some plays in the first day camp. Here's a nice touchdown grab. Out Trask. Right away, lets that ball go. Good timing, Trask. Oh, man. He just picked that defense apart. Now you could tell when someone gets picked apart because that ball comes out hot and it comes out fast. That's good. That's good. Good job by Trask. Let's see. Big Out says, hopefully JTS not doing it just because it's his contract season. If he have a base season this year. I say give him a 1-year deal to make sure it's real. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully we don't get into a situation where he outperforms his way out of here, because I don't think if he goes ham, I don't think we give him a big contract. I don't think we do it if he goes ham. I think we'll let him play. I think we let him see the market, and the market, someone's gonna take him. I think someone's gonna take him. So I'm hoping that we have a good year from JTS, but I'm hoping it's somewhere like a whole bunch of pressure and like 4 or 5 sacks. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's a whole bunch of pressures and like 4 or 5 sacks, because if he gets to that 9, 8, 9, 10 mark sacks, he's gonna ask for a lot, and I don't think we're gonna pay him, and we're gonna tell him go check the market, and they're gonna go check the market, and there's someone's 10 sack guy, they'll go pick him up, and we're gonna lose him. Tony Lee in the building. What it do, Skull Gang in the building. You know what time it is. Nation stand up. We're just watching these film another Trask pass. We just saw a great Trask pass to Cope, the tight end. Another pass by Trask. I love how these balls come out so fast. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, these are the plays that we talk about. The people that like Trask, the people that want Trask to be the guy, is because of things like this. These are the things like this, these are the things like this right here, that placing the ball here. First of all, he lets the ball out fast. Trask knows where he's going with the ball. He lets it out fast. He's having a good camp. And I saw somebody on the Tampa radio station talk about it and get upset because people are saying like, hey, Trask low key, it's having a and they're like, shut up, leave Trask out of this. This is Baker's team. Yeah, it is Baker's team. Don't get it twisted. It's Baker's team. But Trask is still back there. He's still back there. And Trask is having a right now, I'm gonna be real with you. He's having a better camp than Baker. But these are the throws. These throws like this. You can't see Baker doing throws like this. You'll see Baker do a throw like this, like the Chris Godwin we just saw. But that's Baker rolling to that side and throwing it like that. Trask just did that throw from the pocket. People don't understand the difficulty of how Trask had to layer that ball for it to end up there with the safe. I think that's a safety or a nickel and a safety. 2 people on this wide receiver, and Trask was still able to fit that in there to a part where only he could get it. Nobody else was going to get it. This is a great throw by a quarterback. Baker, they had asked Baker about Trask, and I think it was after this. It was either after this practice. No, I think it was another practice. But anyways, Baker says, yeah, Trask can make all the NFL throws. Now, you could look at it like, oh, he's just bigging up a teammate, blah, 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 which he probably is. But there's a reason why when they asked about Trask, in his mind, the first thing, no, he's not what? Hold on. I see Rock 813. No, he's not what? Elaborate on that, please. There's a reason why the first thing Baker thought of when he thought about Trask was he can make all the NFL throws. And it's because of throws like this. These are throws that Baker cannot make. People get mad when Trask fans, right? Not me. I'm not a Trask fan, but I am a Trask supporter. I do believe in Trask. When Trask came in the regular season and did that one throw to, I think it was Chris Godwin in the end zone. It was just one throw. And people were like, yo, that was a nice throw, because it was a nice throw. It was a throw that's not easy to make. Now, he barely didn't get it inbound for Godwin, but it's not an easy throw. And that's what I think people don't understand when it comes to quarterbacks. There's quarterback, when people say quarterback has arm talent, everybody assumes, oh, he can throw it hard. No, we're not talking about arm strength, right? Arm talent is different. Another thing that people think about when they say arm talent, oh, arm talent, he could throw it like this, he could throw it like this, he could throw it like that. That's not arm talent. Well, for me, when I speak about arm talent, which I believe most people don't think of arm talent. The people that know what they're talking about don't think of arm talent like that. They don't think of it as arm strength, and they don't think of it as, oh, he could throw it like this, throw it like that. This is the arm talent. He can throw it sideways. That's not what we're talking about, or at least me. It's not what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about arm talent, I'm talking about the different ways a quarterback can throw a football that goes like this. A quarterback can throw a football that goes like this. A quarterback can throw a football that goes like this. A quarterback, like, these are all, this right here, this angle is exactly what you're seeing right there. He's literally in the middle of the pocket. Rewind it. In the pocket. Look at this. He was staring at the ball from here. Right there. He's looking at the ball. But there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. Beautiful. 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 That's arm talent. That is arm talent right there. That's what we be talking about. But there's, and that's the thing. You see the difference between Baker and Trask when it comes to that. Big time. But it is what it is. All right, we're finally back now. That was day 5. We're back here day 6. This was yesterday's practice, last night's practice, I should say, in the what do you call it? Check something real quick. Told you I'll let you know when I let you know. What was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. But this is night practice. This is day 6. So some stuff happened. This is day 2 of pads. Having on the pads. It's a night practice. You got a lot of fans in the stand. It was really a game-like atmosphere. It was really a game-like atmosphere. We had a day. So before we got to day 6, this is how I was looking at camp, right? We had talks about Jalen McMillan looking good, right? Trey Palmer was having ups and down days. You know, a couple of drop passes here, a couple of missed deep bombs by Baker and their connection just a little bit off. And Jalen McMillan through since day 1 to day 5 was just on point. Like, McMillan has came in and seemed like a professional. The dude seems like he's ready to be a Pro Bowler. Like, I'm not saying he's a Pro Bowler, but I'm saying he just came in like hitting the ground is what I'm saying, you know? So McMillan, that's one. No one has been talking much about Rashad because you can't really tell in the run game. But they have been talking about Bucky because they noticed the burst in Bucky's speed and the twitchiness, the quickness. A lot of people keep comparing him to Work Done, which is what I thought of when I saw his college highlights, right? Just the way he moves. The difference that I would say is that Warwick Dunn will make you miss in very short space. He can make you miss. I remember seeing Warwick Dunn juking people, and I would be like, he can juke somebody in a phone booth. You know, I remember seeing him juking people in the line. Like, he's at the line and he's like juking people while he's coming out the line. Like, there's not much space to work with, and he's still juking people. That's Bucky. He can juke, like, just give him an inch. That's enough to juke you. He's here and you're right here. There's not much more space, but even with that little space, I'm gonna juke you, and you're like, I'm still getting all the space I need. That's Bucky. So the people are noticing him. Yaya, Joe Tryon, Watts, pretty much all the outside linebackers before the pads came on have been basically killing the tackles, basically with speed. Even the rookie Broswell, and then the pads came on and it kind of slowed down, but you could still see that we might have something on the outside linebackers. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans have looked amazing. They look like they're back to being who they are, especially Chris Godwin. O'Keefe has been impressing with blocking. Barton has looked very impressive with his explosiveness and getting to the second level fast. What else? A lot of the second. First of all, McMullen, Mc, 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 what's his name? Zion McMullen. Hopefully, I'm saying his name is Zion. I know it's Zion, right? Zion's been looking good. Jamel Dean's been looking decent, but Zion has been looking really good. Antoine's Antoine, Jordan's Jordan. The safety's kind of whatever. They haven't been, amazing. Haven't like outshined anybody. So that's pretty much the gist of what's been happening so far. Day 5. As far as the quarterbacks, again, Baker has looked decent. And then when Mike Evans wasn't playing, because he had a veteran day, Baker had a bad day. That scared me. Because I'm like, okay, does this mean that every time, again, just like in the regular season last year, when we don't have Baker, when we don't have Mike, or the team decides to just double team Mike and take him out of the game, does that mean Baker's going to be trash? Like what? Like this is already showing me signs. I'm thinking, right? This is what's going on in my head. So Baker has a bad day. First day, Trask looked bad. Trask almost threw like 3 picks. He threw 1 pick, but supposedly he almost had like 3 picks because of like batted down balls and tipped balls. And even the one that he did get intercepted was tipped or whatever. So it looked like Kyle was struggling. I don't know if it was the first day or the second day. I don't remember. But ever since then, he's been okay. He's been gaining some momentum. I believe it was day 4 that Kyle was kind of on fire. It was either day 4 or day 5. Kyle was on fire. He made Shepard look like a Pro Bowler. Sterling Shepard. He made Sterling Shepard look like a Pro Bowler. So they had a really good connection. They were on fire. Kyle Trask was pretty much on fire with everybody. Next day, Kyle Trask did pretty good, but so did Baker. And I believe that was day 5. Now, I believe this is day 6, right? And I believe Mike Evans once again and Levante David once again sat out for a Veterans Day. So let's see how it went. Jalen McMillan just ate up Jamel Dean's lunch. Jalen McMillan catches a nice route off Jamel Dean in 1v1s. Okay, so I don't care about 1v1s. Mayfield looks deep down the left side for Trey Palmer, but it's a tad too long. Jamel Dean close in coverage. Baker cannot hit Trey Palmer, and that needs to be, if we're going to take this team offensively to the next level, man, we have to start hitting Trey Palmer. Baker needs to take Trey Palmer and just have that man run and just hit him deep. He needs to get his connection with Trey Palmer, man. That is a vital connection. That is the difference between NFC Championship and going home in the first round. Like that's an important piece. We need that connection. Wide receiver Cody Thompson with a nice diving catch at practice. Nice diving catch for that ball. Are we able to see? No, we're not able to see the quarterback. Nope. Okay. Good catch for him. Cody Thompson. I don't even know who that is. Bucks 11-on-11. Raheem Jarrett draws a pass interference on Bryce Hall. Kyle Trask was throwing. Rookie receiver and early star of camp, Jalen McMillan, getting involved early. This was an end around. Oh, I like that. I like that play. So they motioned him, and I thought they handed it off to him, but I think they threw it to him. I think they motioned him, and then he came back from motion, and they just hiked the ball, and then they just threw it to him. Like a check. Yeah. So they motioned him, and then he motioned back, and as he was motioning back, they hiked it, faked it to him, and then bootlegged to the same side and just threw it to him. It's kind of crazy. You think, like, what's the point of that? Well, the point is more than likely the play is they leave that defensive end that's on that side. They leave him unblocked. So when he motions back, and he hands it off, fake play actions to him while he's coming back. It stops the DN from just completely coming in and taking Baker out before he can even play action or even hand the ball off, right? It stops him. So that's what that's for. But easy play. But I like the creativity. Showing us a little something. Jalen McMillan with another nice catch across the middle, drawing cheers as he pulls away already camp favorite rookie Jalen McMillan with a nice over the middle Baker Mayfield. He continues to impress. Tyreek Smith with a sack on Baker as Baker held onto the ball too long. This is the Jalen McMillan catch, I believe. See what I don't like. It just, that looks so disgusting. I'm gonna ask you guys. I want you to watch this video, and I want to see if you guys can tell me what was disgusting about this play. I want you to see if you guys can tell me what was disgusting about this play. All right, let me get out the way so y'all can see. Watch everything. What do you notice? Type in the comment section. What is disgusting about this play? Type it in the comment section. What was disgusting about that play? All I need is one person to just type one. Come on. There's 9 people in here. I just need one person to type, just even if it's the wrong answer. Even if it's the wrong answer. If you don't know, just put I don't know. Just give me some type of communication with the chat. I want someone from the chat to put something. What don't I like about this play? Come on, someone got to put something in. If you're working right now, stop working. No, okay. So thank you. Cover 2, quarterback spy in the building. Nope. I will tell you what was disgusting about this. Atlas in the building says, honestly, the thing I noticed here is Winfield taking a bad angle and letting him go. I will. We could talk about that too, but that's not what I didn't like. Let me see. I didn't notice that though. Let me see. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. That was an ugly angle. That was an ugly angle. But I'll tell you. Nope, not that either. Not that either. I will say this. It has nothing to do with the defense. Try again. I'll give you guys one more chance. It has nothing to do with the defense. Uh-oh. We all know that this is Baker's team, and we know what he is, the starter, but why does the success of Trask scare so many Baker fans? Now, I'm not a Trask fan. I just want to see what he got in him. I hear you. I'll give you guys one more shot. It has nothing to do with the defense that disgusts me in this play. One more time. I'll let you guys look at it a few times. I'll tell you guys. Hike. This is what disgusts me. I don't know if you can see how good you can see it, but I'm watching on a big screen TV so I can see his helmet. As soon as he hiked it, he's just staring at McMillan the whole time. Staring at McMillan the whole time. Watching McMillan the whole time. Watching McMillan the whole time. He's looking at McMillan the whole time. He's just looking at McMillan the whole time. Now, what happens? What happens if this is zone and this linebacker is in zone? It's a pick. That's what happens. It's a pick. He's staring at McMillan. Don't see the guy in zone. It's a pick. That's a problem. He's just staring at him the whole time. Watch his head. His head, and the way you can tell, first of all, you can tell because you can see who he's looking at. That's just one. But the way you can tell when someone's staring at it is you don't see this. When you see the little like this, that's when you know they're looking at different things. When you see the clicking look, when you see that click, but when you see this, they're staring somebody down. When you see a smooth, that's how you know they're staring somebody down. So look from the beginning. As soon as he hikes it, he looks, and that's the other thing. It'd be a difference if he hiked it and was like, okay, he's gonna get open. He's gonna get open. Then he throw, like, I'm looking here, and then okay, let me check here. Oh, I see him. He's gonna get open. He's gonna get open. Like, that would even be different. But that's not what he does. He goes hike and throws it. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. Watch it again. Ball's right here, about to be hiked. He's just watching him the whole time. If that linebacker drops in zone and leaves that flat route, because that's the only reason why that play is open, because that linebacker is going for that, either the out route or a flat route. I can't see how much depth that is. Let me see. Probably an out route. No, yeah, that's an out route. It's a short out route. Definitely an out route. If he don't go for that, he falls back. That's picked. That's picked. But again, it's not to take away from the play. I'm not saying, oh, terrible play, he shouldn't have did that, whatever. Because the play was made. He got, if that's a real game, the play's made. Hooray! Especially if he goes for a touchdown, hooray! Great job. But these are things that we don't want our franchise quarterback to get used to doing, and these are the things that he can get away with when it's Mike Evans as your number one, because more than likely Mike Evans is going to get open. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, that with Mike Evans, more than likely, that's okay. Because you could I said it when we had Tom Brady, and people are like, you're crazy if you think anybody else can do these numbers. Only Tom Brady can do these numbers. And I'm like, bro, anybody can do those numbers when you have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin as your wide receivers. Give me a rookie quarterback. All you got to do is tell the rookie quarterback, just watch Mike Evans. Just wait for Mike Evans to get open. And that's literally what Baker was doing last year. He was just waiting for Mike Evans to get open and throw it to him. But you can't just do that, because when they start shutting that down, then you're going to be like, oh, he never got open. All right, now it's time to look somewhere else. But it's been so long that I'm going to panic. I'm going to, what do I do? What do I do? And then we know what happens. That's why you have to have a quarterback. That's why I hate when people are like, oh, look at the stats. Look at the stats. He does this. He's a better quarterback than this guy. This guy's stats are trash. This guy's a better quarterback, obviously. And then it's like, yeah, but the way he's playing quarterback is kind of cheating. He's kind of cheating the system. Yeah, he has better stats, but he's kind of cheating it. This guy doesn't have as good a stats as this guy, but he's actually playing real quarterback. He's actually dissecting the defense. He's actually pre-reading, post-reading. He's actually trying to fit it in. He's actually going through his progressions. He's actually got a lot more on his plate because he's doing a real quarterback's job. So there's the difference of that. And that's why it's like, I like Baker, don't get me wrong. We can win with Baker, don't get me wrong. But he just has to progress as a quarterback. He has, for as long as he's been in the league, Trask should not be in the same area as him. And I personally believe Trask has already passed him as a quarterback. As a quarterback. Not as someone who's been in the league. No, I think there's a lot that Trask still has to learn from the league that he can only learn when he's playing in the league that Baker already knows. There's a lot of things that Baker knows already that Trask still don't know. He will never know until he gets some reps in the league. And those things are important. Really important. But as a quarterback, mechanic-wise, throwing-wise, talent-wise, as a quarterback, he already passed Baker. But again, we're just breaking down our team. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to say Baker, Trask needs to start or anything like that. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just saying, I'm just breaking down why I see what I see from Baker and why he needs to get better. 2 back-to-back little mini fights in the red zone, blah, blah, blah. This is mini fights. So I think this is number 52. Which is I think that's 52, right? Which I believe that's what's his name? Yep, KJ Britt. And number, who's that fighting with him? 77. So KJ Britt fighting with who is 77? Oh, Skull. Justin Scully. All right. Little squabble with Justin Scully. All right. Let's see. Rookie running back Irving with a nice move on KJ Britt. Irving has had a nice day today. Yeah. Now you're gonna see that shiftiness. Nice. He let that ball go. Nice check down. That's touchdown. Real game, that's touchdown. And trust me, KJ was trying to hit him. KJ has been trying to hit everybody. He really is a bully out there. That's a nice little touchdown. Nice little touchdown. JD Bass in the building. Says, I love this channel. Great content. Appreciate it. Love to see it. Tony in the building. You know what time it is, guys. Appreciate the love, guys. Hit the like button and show me some real love. McMillan owning this practice with Bucky Irving. Bunch of nice catches tonight. And Raheem Jarrett just went up for a contested catch for a touchdown. Strong count for Jalen McMillan continues as he hauls in a touchdown pass on an intense red zone drill on a sharp out route. Kyle Trask was the passer. Out routes. Sharp out route. Kyle Trask was the passer. I'm pretty sure Kyle Trask was still in the pocket. I'm sure Kyle Trask was still in the pocket. Right? A lot of times these are those routes that Baker has a little that arm talent, that lack of when it comes to that out routes. These are why Chris Godwin needs to be in the slot, right? Because Chris Godwin needs to be in the slot because he's better in the slot. It's not true. Never said that about Chris Godwin until now. Never said that about Chris Godwin until now. Before, Chris Godwin can play the slot. Chris Godwin can play the outside. Now it's like he kind of struggles on the outside, but we need to put him in the slot because that's where he's better at. No, Chris Godwin is good in the outside, good in the slot. Chris Godwin can play either way. It don't matter. He can play either one. But Baker struggles hitting that outside, those outside routes. That's why you see a lot of the throws coming towards the middle. And if the throw is on the outside, it's usually Baker running towards the outside that makes that throw easier, right? Because the angle of the throw is when you're running towards that side, you can throw like this or you can throw like this. Don't matter because you're still throwing straight. But when you're not running to the outside and you stay in that pocket, and now that throw is going like this because you're in the pocket, right? He's running this way. So the more he runs to the right, the more angles you got to start throwing. And that's that. Okay, now I got to throw like this. Instead of throwing straight, I got to throw like this. That quarterback, that arm talent, it's a different angle of throwing it. And I don't mean an angle like this. I mean the angle of the way that you got to place that ball. So he kind of struggles with that. So you see him running, and that's the only time he really gets those big season ahead of KJ Britt. Yes, I hope so. We need our corners to play more press man instead of 10 yards off the wide receiver. That might I've never hated our corners playing press. I've always loved our corners playing press, period. So I would not disagree with that at all. Now, are we? I don't know. Raheem Jarrett with a terrific catch in the end zone. Master DB. Now, I don't know if we have a video of that, but supposedly that's the catch of the training camp so far. Baker Mayfield finds Jalen McMillan for the touchdown. McMillan has been unbelievable so far. Yeah. There it goes. There's that throw. There's that throw right there. That's what I'm talking about. See that? See how much harder that throw looks, especially at this angle. You see that? Now see where McMillan caught it? He caught it right here. Right? Now I will say this. It's easier because, first of all, it looks like he started from the line. Yeah, see? Well, no, the line's right here, still outside. But they're on this hash mark. They're on all the way on this side hash mark, so he has a lot more room on that side. So it's an easier throw, and he gets, there's just a lot of separation. But at least hit those, right? You at least hit those, fine. That's what I'm talking about. Those throws like that. Those are the throws he kind of he's not very confident in those type of throws, especially when that coverage is close. Let's see. Red zone period just ended with the outstanding consistent contested catch in the corner of the end zone by Raheem Jarrett, who got up and brought Kyle Trask's pass in over the defender. Yaya Diaby knocks Payne Durham helmet off, pushing him at the end of a play. Wasn't malicious or anything. He just very strong. Jamel Dean drops an easy interception. I wonder who that was on. Let's see. Things are getting chippy. KJ Britt has been involved in both scrums today, this time with Trey Palmer. He just punked Trey Palmer. Yeah, it looked like he swung on him or something. And he realized who he was swinging on. So I love the fact that Yaya's so, like, I don't know how Yaya stopped that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yaya read that, saw the ball, made him run backwards. By the time he can pass him up, he had to cut in. And Yaya was right there. Yeah, he swung on Britt. He swung on Britt and then realized who he was swinging on. Finally, Jose Ramirez is demonstrating why he was drafted. With Tristan Wirfs not on the field, Yaya Diaby and Jose Ramirez are living in the backfield. Now, I think he might be hyping that up as far as living in the backfield. He could be telling the truth, but no one else was really saying anything about dominance. Dean needs to get on the jugs. His hands is garbage. Definitely needs to get on the jugs. Did you hear that Zion and his wife, they bought a jugs machine? So he can practice. Jordan Whitehead walking off gingerly after covering on a deep throw. So yeah, there was an injury with Scully. Was that today? I believe so. Scully got hurt. His knee. We don't know how bad it is. We'll find out more tomorrow. Today there's no practice. We'll find out more tomorrow how bad Scully's knee is. Jordan Whitehead walked off limping. We don't know what that is. I feel more confident with Jordan's injury than Scully because anything with the knee is scary. But that could be scary too. Jordan Whitehead's situation could be scary too. Hopefully it's just something, something light with the, tendons or something that he just gotta not play for a couple of days and then he'll be back to normal. Hopefully that's something simple like that. It's scrimmage time. The Bucs get up to middle field here, but punt on 4th and short. So no one else tweeted about that. I believe this is where they actually play like you got one drive. And I believe Baker went out there and punted the ball. He got to midfield and was stopped. They had to punt the ball. Here's another catch. Let's see this. Oh, I think this was, yeah. I believe that was the one we saw. Sean Tucker just broke free for a nice 20-yard touchdown run during 11-on-11. He's had a couple of good days in a row. This was with Kyle Trask. This was Kyle Trask's team. So that means Kyle Trask drove them to what? The 20-yard? He basically drove them to the red zone. And then Sean Tucker ran from the red zone all the way in for a touchdown. Trask moved the number 2 offense down the field. Drive capped with a Sean Tucker touchdown. Rashad Wisdom picks off John Wolford in 11-on-11s. Bucs have a couple of interceptions today. Could have a couple more. Marcus Banks drops an interception on a pass thrown over the middle by John Wolford. Wolford's been having some tough days. Some real heavy hitting by the team here as the defense causes a fumble on hard contact, and Kalen DeLoach scoops it up before being tackled and ends the practice. So Rashad Wisdom plays the screen well and forces a fumble on a nice hit ball, pops up into the air. Kalen DeLoach recovers it. That'll do it for tonight's camp. And we'll hear from Todd Bowles. So that's what happened. Wolford got intercepted, but his interception happened so fast that they gave him a redo. And in that redo, I believe there's a play. We'll see the play where the last player was. So that's Wolford. That's I don't know what he was doing there. I don't know what he was going through there. Okay, so he was trying to hit him. Homeboy backed into the zone. It looked like they were playing robber. Because that's a safety. So it looks like the safety dropped down and then came back up. Or maybe the safety was on the line. 38. I don't see 38. Yeah. So he dropped back and just picked it off. Good pick off by him. Defense forced another turnover. This was the last play. That's a great read. That's the Antoine Winfield type read right there. Hit the screen. Ball popped. Oh. So the ball never even hit the ground. The ball popped up and like rolled off of Wisdom's back, off his butt, and he just picked it up right off of his butt. How far was he? So yeah, so he was like in the box. In the box. Boom. Hits it. That's the ball right there. The ball popped up. Now it's on his back, about to roll off of his butt. Rolled off of his butt. Caught it right there. Great play. Now, I could have sworn Baker had threw a pick and we saw it. I could have sworn, or was that today? No, today there was no camp today. Let me see. There was a pick. Don't tell me they made him delete it. I think they made him delete it. Okay, here it is right here. That's weird. So, everything that we were talking about. This is the same thing. This is literally what I was talking about. Look at this. Hikes. Soon as he hikes it, looking at one play, staring at him. I don't know if this is a linebacker. I think this is a corner. I think this is a nickel. He's looking at him. He's looking at him and said, "Oh, he's throwing it to him." Undercuts it. It's literally what I was talking about, guys. It's literally what I was talking about. The problem with that. The problem with doing that. Hikes it. Looked exactly who we wanted to throw it to. And again, outside route. So it's oh my goodness. There you go. So yeah, it's not here's the thing, man. I'm still excited about the team. Obviously, I mean, I'm still excited about everything. Everything right now is coming to fruition. Um, I'm getting more and more brave. Now, obviously, the real test is preseason, right? Let's see us run the ball in preseason. I am going to be so hyped. And I really do think we have a chance at running the ball this year. I really do. I really believe we have a chance at running the ball this year. So we'll see. We'll see if we can run the ball this year. But that we got to watch for that. We got to watch for our outside linebackers getting pressure. Even our defensive tackles, we want to see them get pressure too. Everybody, we want to see the D line eat. That's what we want. We want to see more than anything. That's the number one thing. We've lived without having a run game. I mean, for years now. So having a run game would be if we have a run game, we are serious, right? We can be what we were last year and even a little bit better if our D-line steps up. But if our D-line steps up and we have a run game, now we're serious. Now we're not just the Bucks, yeah, they might win a playoff game. Now we're not that anymore. Now we're like, okay, they're going to be a hard out. It's going to be hard to kick them out the playoffs. If our D-line comes to play and they take that step that we're hoping they take, and we have a run game, yeah, we're going to be a problem. So those are the two main things I'm watching, right? I want to see, does our D-line eat, and can we have a run game? Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see what the starters are going to look like, starters versus starters. So we probably won't be able to see that till what? We still have 4 preseason games, right? They've been changing these things so much, I don't even remember. I don't know if we only have 3 preseason games now or we still have 4 preseason games. But either way, I believe that third preseason game is always the dress rehearsal now. So we won't be able to really see into that third preseason game. And who do we play? Let's see. Who do we play schedule? Let's see. Probably the Dolphins. Let's see. Regular season. No, where's the preseason? The heck? Hold on. Okay, so NFL, August. So yeah, there's only 3 preseason games. Yeah, there's only 3 preseason games. Okay. So it'll probably be the Dolphins will be the dress rehearsal. That's a terrible dress rehearsal, man. Dang, because that means we're probably gonna play Tyreek. Well, maybe not. They probably won't put their starters in. Which again, that's a terrible rehearsal. I want to have a real rehearsal, man. Because I don't believe in the Dolphins' defense. I believe in their offense, but I doubt that they're gonna have Tua play in a preseason game. So why put Tyreek out there if Tua's not even gonna be out there? So what's the point of playing that off? So we're probably not gonna. That sucks. We're gonna have to go off of the training camp stuff. What up, Professor X? Missed a lot, man. You missed a lot. You might have to rewatch the show over again. Talked about a lot. Yeah, so one thing I'm looking, the number one thing is the outside linebackers, or D-line in particular. The pressure of the D-line, the run game, the offensive scheme, we'll be able to see that off rip, the offensive scheme, all preseason games. So that's good. I want to actually see how our offense looks. So that's good. I can't wait to see. I want to see Kyle Trask. And that reminds me, now that I remember, right? So we talked about basically the interception, right? Baker. Once again, Baker staring down the guy, throwing the ball, but this time we're in zone, I believe. Yeah, we're in zone. And he takes it. So I say all that to say this, right? That's why I was being critical with Baker. That's why I was being critical with Baker in the first place from the beginning of this stream, right? Baker needs to get all those interceptions out of his system now, right? And Baker, this is what I am saying from me to you, Baker. This is what I'm telling you, Baker. I don't care what people say. I don't care if everyone thinks you're trash. It don't matter. It's practice. Not like this, Baker. Stop watching one person. Practice going through your progressions now, right? Try throws that you don't think you can make and just keep trying them. Who cares if you get a lot of interceptions? I don't care, right? As long as you learn what you can and cannot do for the regular season. That's all that I care about. Work on your fundamentals, work on your craft, work on your mechanics right now. Get it all out your system so when the regular season starts, all right, I was able to learn this and I'm better at doing this now. I got my timing down on this now. Or all through training camp, I haven't been able to do this and I still don't got it down. So now I'm not going to try this in the regular season. I just make sure I stay away from trying that. Because you know that you've been trying and failing. Who cares if you fail? You keep trying, and it's practice. But if you get to the regular season and you still haven't gotten good at something, all right, well, we know not to try that in the regular season because I'm not good at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was critical of Baker and trying to point out some flaws of Baker since the beginning of the training camp. Because I want him to, I don't want Chris Godwin to go out there and feel like, all right, here's another 10-yard out that I'm going to run as an outside receiver, knowing darn well that Baker's not going to look my way or throw the ball because he doesn't throw those balls. He doesn't like throwing those type of balls. We don't need to have a season like that. I need my wide receivers to feel like anytime the ball can come to them. So it just is what it is. It is what it is. We got to get better. We got to keep trying things that are failing and just keep trying until that's what practice is for. That's what training camp is for, you know, but this staring people down, that's no bueno. No worries, brother. I'm here now. I got a 3-hour drive ahead, so I'll rewatch it then. I think they've been putting in the starters for 1-2 drives and taking them out. Yeah. They switch them up. They switch them up here and there. That reminds me, what does that O-line look like? So that was a blitz. So they sent what? 1, 2, 3, 4 with the fifth. '93 and '91. Who's 93 and 91? Eric Banks, 93. Mike Green, 91. Nice. All right. Let's go back. I want to see how the O line looked. So we got what's his name? Bucky helping out the guard. Oh no, full protection. So they pretty much went helmet for helmet. No, no, okay. So the guard helped the tackle and then came back and helped Bucky. Barton was by himself. We got Gedicke. Cody Mock. Cody Mock, man. Cody Mock, man. I keep seeing people come through Cody Mock's side. Yeah. Well, hopefully that's not a thing, man. Keep seeing Cody Mock. I mean, it's not like they came in right away, but Baker needs to understand that it's just practice, not the game. Practice, Allen Iverson. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't know that. You know, he maybe that's why he threw that, but you can't. That's just the whole staring down stuff. I just don't like that. Your quarterback's not supposed to look like that. But yeah, so that's what it's been for day 6. The training camp has gone good. There's a couple of things that are I'm a little worried about. Again, I'm that's 2 times now I've seen Cody Mock where I'm like, like you just let he got in there, you let him get in there, so he might be next on the chopping block. Our best 5 might have to be whoever's playing left guard, Barton, and maybe we put Hainsey at right guard. You know, I mean that's what we actually draft him for, was to play guard. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. What's going on there? But I'm pretty sure they're watching. I know. I just hope it's not a situation where they want Cody to be that guy so bad that they leave him in there. Even even if he gets eaten up. Now, again, those are 2 plays. It's not like I'm seeing him getting eaten up all the time, but I'm not seeing that many plays anyway. So who knows? Been hearing some buzz in New Orleans. Rattler is going off over there. Carr might be in trouble. I've actually heard the opposite. I've heard that him, Rattler, and the other dude, Jake Hayner, I think it is. I've heard that both of those guys are kind of like someone's been waiting for the other one to take over, and like one guy, like I heard Jake Hayner would do something bad, and it'd be like, okay, now is a chance for Rattler to get ahead in this battle, and Rattler would do something bad, and then like they keep going back and forth. I heard that competition has been very boring and very. Now, I also heard that they can't get no separate, like the wide receivers that they're dealing with can't get no separation. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. We're hearing a lot of different things, I guess. But yeah, so again, that's been what's been going on so far. Let's see if there's any top 10 worst head coaches in the NFL. Number 1, Dennis Allen. Oh, they got Todd Bowles at number 7. Giants Brian Daboll, he's not a bad coach. Robert Saleh, Titans coach Dave Canellis. How can he be a bad? You don't even know what he is. I mean, we know what we think he is. This is a bad list. It's a bad list. Yeah, so that's it, man. You know what? I should have opened up. I was supposed to put a link to have anybody come in if they wanted to come in.
Ronnie,
but I guess it's too late for that. It's already about to be 3. I got to go to bed pretty soon. I'm pretty sure. So, NFL prediction analyst still trying to put the Bucks at 6-11 prediction. Yeah, it is what it is. I really don't care. I mean, it amazes me how many people still believe that people in ESPN and all these networks know what they're talking about. Um, I mean, it surprises me even more how many people listen to these YouTube podcaster people and just believe what they say just because it sounds good. Like, I've said it so many times, man. I've been doing this since 2012. Only the last couple of years have I been right about things. And it's because it's took so long for me to understand, what am I watching? What am I doing wrong? What am I listening to that's wrong? What am I looking at that's wrong? Why am I always wrong? What's going on? And I figured it out. And once I figured it out, I've been so much closer with my predictions. I've been so much righter with what the things that I say. And then I see these other people that do YouTube, and it's like, man, they're still so, like, when you talk about levels to things, they're still so far where it's like, man, they're like 8 years behind where I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And people just believe what they're saying. And you know what it's real crazy is that they never hold them to a standard. They never come back and say, "Hey, why were you wrong about this? Hey, why were you wrong about that?" And if their subscribers did that, it would hold them to a higher standard, and it would force them to figure out why they were wrong and then actually learn some football. Then they would realize what they've been missing out on and what they're wrong about. And it's ridiculous, because the thing is, they say things that sounds like football, that sounds like, oh, I heard this person say it, I heard this person say it. Everybody's saying it, so it's got to be right. But then at the end of the season, everybody is wrong. Why? Why is everybody wrong? You've been saying that this matters because you heard somebody over here say that that matters, and that this stat matters, and this stat matters. So you're telling me that these stat matters, so this is how you're coming to your conclusion, but now you're wrong at the end of the season. So go back and realize that those stats that you cared so much about, they're wrong. They don't matter. Go back and realize that what that guy was saying that you heard it from, he was wrong. Because all you're going to do is repeat your mistakes and be wrong again the next year. Like, it amazes me how many of these YouTube people don't care about actually knowing what they're talking about. Like, when I first started, I thought I knew a lot about football, which I did. I knew the basics, but I still couldn't understand why some teams are better than other teams, why some teams will beat another team, while a team that's good can lose to a team that's bad. I couldn't understand how this can happen to a player versus this. Like, there were so many different things that happens in an NFL game that I couldn't wrap my mind around and realize why it matters and why it changes things and how it changes things. I was so caught up with the basics. Oh, how many yards does this offense get? Oh, so this is a number ranked offense, so this should be better than this defense because they're the number ranked whatever defense. So that means that they're better than their Like, no, bro, that's all BS. Numbers lie to you. The numbers lie. You have to understand the game in the game. What kind of scheme are they running? How does that team like to play? How does that defense like to play? What are the matchups between that team? Are do the matchups favor this team or favor that team? What about the head coach? Does he waver on his game plan? Does he know how to change a game plan? Does he is he stubborn with the game plan? Like, there's so many things that go into a winning and losing a football game. The quarterback. Why is that? We talked about it earlier. Why is this quarterback successful and this quarterback's not successful? But this one's better and this one's worse. Like, weapons. Oh, he has these. There's so many things that go into a football game, and people try to make football black and white. They try to make it so simplified, and it's not. There's a lot of different reasons why something that looks like the exact same scenario over here is not. they did this, so that means you guys should be able to do this because you guys are pretty similar, but you end up having a way different outcome. Why? There's a whole bunch of reasons why it could be different. People just, they want to simplify it. They don't want to do film work. They don't want to dig into the film and figure out, why is my quarterback playing good there and my quarterback playing good there, right? We went and we saw Baker in the dang Green Bay game, right? If I'm a Baker guy, I can go into that Green Bay game and make a case that Baker's a top 3 quarterback in the NFL, top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And I can show you throws, and I can show you progression, and I can show you this and show you that, and be like, RTP don't know what he's talking about. RTP said Baker can't do this and Baker can't do that, or Baker does this and Baker do that. Let me show you the Green Bay film and show you this and say, make a case that Baker's a top 5 quarterback. And you would look smart and you would look like you're right. But that's for the people that don't want to look at the other film and say, well, Baker did this in Green Bay one time. He looked like that one time. But he looked like this over here. He looked like this over here. And he looked like this over here several times in several games. So which one is he? The one that he looked like that one time, or the one that he looked like for most of the season? People, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then I've come to the realization that this world is just what it is, man. And it's another reason why I've gotten less and less more fire, I guess, to do podcasts and to do this YouTube stuff and to talk football with people, because the truth is, people don't even care if they're wrong. They don't even care. People could be flat out wrong and they don't even care if they're wrong. As long as they sound like they're right, as long as they got people that are patting them in the back and say, no, man, what you said was smart. No, I agree with you, man. I don't want to look at the film either. I say what you said. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. That's all that people care about. They don't care if they're wrong. They don't care if they're right. They just want to fit in, bro. And I'm just so tired of trying to talk football. Not trying to debate, not trying to be right, not trying to prove that you're wrong. I just want to talk football and try to bring the knowledge that I've figured out to other people and show them this is why I think this, and they can't get past, what? You're saying that this and that? I've never heard anybody say that. You must not know football. I've never heard anybody say this. You don't know football. Like, what? Is that why I'm more right than people that know football? That all the people that say the same thing, I'm more right than them because I don't know football? Like, what is it? I had a guy in first of all, Dolphin fans got to be one of the dumbest fan bases. Like, me and some of y'all know who D1 is. Most of y'all probably don't. Me and my friend D1, D1's a Dolphin fan, and we've had a discussion about the dumbest fan bases, and we used to talk about Patriots and blah, 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 and this, all that. It is by far Dolphin fans. Dolphin fans don't even try. They don't even try to understand football. Like, they are by far the most delusional fan base, by far. They don't try to learn football. They don't even want to be realistic with themselves. They get mad at themselves when they trying to be realistic and actually talk. So I try to talk football, and this dude, who I think his name was KP, supposedly has played in the NFL. Supposedly played in the NFL, and told me, because he played in the NFL, obviously I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to football, obviously, because he's played in the NFL, so he must know, and I haven't played in the NFL, so I don't know what I'm talking about. And what I said, that he said I don't know what I was talking about, was that I said that if Tua goes out there and plays without a contract, he's going to play scared. Oh, you can't say scared, because people don't go out there or not scared. You know what I mean by scared. He's going to not want to take hits. He's going to throw balls away when he could have stood there in the pocket, maybe make the throw and take a hit. maybe lean your head down and charge for a first down. Stuff like that he's not going to do because he's going to protect himself. No, you're stupid. Maybe cautious. Say, okay, cautious. I'll say cautious. He's going to play cautious. Nobody in the NFL plays cautious. You don't know what you're talking about. Nobody plays like that. No one plays cautious. So you're telling me where did the term made a business decision? Where does that come from? Where does that term made a business decision come from if no one plays cautious in the NFL? It's like, how dumb could you be, bro? I literally was watching, I don't know if any of you guys seen it. I was watching the Hard Knocks, the Giants Hard Knocks, and there's a game where Ahmad, I don't know how to say his name, but the wide receiver stud for the Detroit Lions playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because he got like some type of injury or something like that. He had like a stinger in the last game or something like that. He didn't know what was wrong with him. So in the Bucs game, he caught a ball, ran 5 yards, and then slid before he got hit. Like 3 people were coming to tackle him, and he slid down. And the coach was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm not gonna take that hit. What do I gotta take the hit for?" That's what he literally told his coach. "What am I gonna take the hit for? I ain't gotta take that hit." And they're like, and then they show different clips of people talking to him, "Bro, you slid? Like, what are you sliding for? What are you sliding?" And he's telling them, "Bro, I don't need to take unnecessary hits. I'm here for the long run." He literally told his teammates, "I'm here for the long run. I don't need to take unnecessary hits." You're a wide receiver. What do you mean you don't need to take? Because he's playing cautious. But because this dude played in the NFL, I don't know what I'm talking about. He has more, nobody plays like that in the NFL. We taught in Pee Wee not to be scared. And this is the dumbest fan base I've ever thought. Big Al, and that's what makes each and every victory so much sweeter to know that they are wrong. Jason said it best. We take and receipts. Facts. Team Money in the building. Team Money with 2 channels. So your understanding of football better than the Bucs coaching staff. Okay, got it. LOL. Why would you say that? Making a business decision is normally reserved for running backs and wide receivers not taking hits. Defense, when safeties and linebackers was allowed to thump in the middle. Well, I just told you what happened. And quarterbacks definitely make business decisions as well. If you don't think quarterbacks don't make business decisions, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I don't know what to tell you. But it's just common sense. It's not hard. It's just not hard. But again, I don't know. And by the way, I don't know where you get more than the Bucs coaching staff. I don't know why you came up with that. But other coaches? Oh yeah. I truly believe that. I truly believe I know more than other coaches. There's no doubt in my mind. Now, when you talk about X's and O's and do you know this play? Do you know what it's called? It's like, I'll give you a great example, Team Money. I could have a 30-hour job or making 30 plus an hour job being a maintenance man at one of these big casinos. I could do that. I have experience in maintenance. I've been a maintenance at hospitals. I've been a maintenance guy in hospitals, fixing everything in the hospital. I've been maintenance guy for apartments. I've been a maintenance guy for casinos. I fixed all kind of things. I know how to fix all kind of stuff. Why haven't I gotten that job at the big casinos, the real big expensive casinos? Because they ask you to take a test. I have to take a test. Oh, this and this and this is broken. What tools do you need? How do you fix it? I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Like, what is that tool called? I don't even know what that tool's called. I don't know. Never been able to pass the test. Now, if they was to go and bring me into a room and say, "This is broken, fix it," I'd go in there, boom, boom, boom. Oh, where's that one? Boom, thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Fix it. No problem. Easy. I just don't know the terms and the names and all that crap. I don't know that. I was taught hands-on. Hey, I was an apprentice. Come here. This is how you fix this. Do this, do that, boom, boom. I know how to fix it. Perfect. So when you talk about, do I know more than the coaches? Oh, yeah, I know for a fact there's a lot more coaches that I'm smarter than. than coaches that are in the NFL. Easily. I figured that out years ago when I figured out that there's really stupid coaches in the NFL. When I actually started watching film and started breaking things down, I found out real early in my YouTube careers, there's actually a lot of stupid coaches. When you have someone like Greg Schiano and someone like Dirk Cutter, you realize there's a lot of stupid coaches in the NFL. They're just dumb. How did they get the job? Now, again, do they know a lot more terminology than me? Do they know a lot more X's and O's than me and what it's called and what it does and what it means and stuff like that? Probably. That don't mean they're smart. They just know the terms and terminology and what it does. That's it. But they don't know how to use it. That's the difference. They don't know how to use it. They don't know how to do it in a game. They don't know how to utilize their weapons. They don't know what's good about their weapons. They don't know what's bad about their weapons. There's a lot of stupid coaches in the NFL, for sure. CS coaching staff is saying Baker better than Trask is why I said, oh, well, of course. They're not going to say. Do you think they're going to say that Trask is better than Baker? We just paid Baker. Like, why would they say that? Of course not. Come on now. Dirk Cutter, hot coach, top 10, top 5 offense, but all right. Offensive coordinator, not head coach, though. He's not no top 10, top 5 head coach, though. So again, when you talk about different things, you talk about different things. When you talk about offensive coordinators, I'm pretty sure there's offensive coordinators that are very stupid. Dirk Cutter might have not been a stupid offensive coordinator, but he was damn a stupid head coach. He was a dumb head coach. So, again, you can try to flip it however you want, but the reality is there are dumb coaches in the NFL, plain and simple. They'll be doing the dumbest things, and you know this. This is what annoys me about you, T-Money, is you know this. I don't know why you're debating it. You know that this is true. You know that you've had a coach that you go, why? What made him? Why? What was the point of that? Why? Who would have thought to do that? Like, you know that you've had coach. Everybody's had coaches like that. Whether it's a head coach or an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator, everyone has had a coach where they've been like, really? What are you thinking? Why? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Schiano was the best head coach we ever had. Shout out to my boy Professor X. You know what time it is, man. I know what time it is. Yeah, man. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. But I know it's dumb head coaches who made bad decisions, but I'm not trusting you to run my team either, Element. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I could literally go in there and run a damn. Again, I gave you the analogy, right? I gave you the analogy of me being a maintenance man. I'm not saying I can go in right now to any casino and then be the manager. That's not what I'm saying. Obviously I would have to know how things work or how their schedule is. I would have to learn a lot of the routines of how things are worked and put together and stuff like that. It's the same thing. But when you talk about me going in there and fixing something, fixing the light switch, fixing the bathtub, repainting the wall, redecorating, fixing the table, whatever, fixing lights, fixing whatever I gotta fix. You talk about me going in there and fixing, I know how to fix shit. That's what I mean, right? That's what I'm talking about. So I'm not talking about literally, I'm smart, I can go in there and run this team better than that, coach. You know what I'm saying, bro. Come on. You know what I'm saying. There could be a player that I'm like, bro, put this man on the field. Put this man on the field. Put this man on the field. And they never put. Matter of fact, I'll give you another example. Remember, what was his name? Watson. Remember one of my favorite players he wore, number 58, Watson. And this was during the Schiano days, I believe. And I was like, bro, that dude Watson is fast, bro. He's different. He's an athlete. We never used them. We let him go. Who picked him up? Bill Belichick. Man had like 3 big plays for Bill Belichick on defense. Fumble recoveries for touchdowns, a block punt for touchdown. Like, Belichick used him. I'm like, we had that guy. We didn't use him. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we could be doing this. We could be doing that. You know what I'm talking about. I got you. Anyways, shout out to everybody who's watching, right? You know what time it is. In the building. Y'all know what time it is. So we here, man. Once again, there was no practice today, so that means tomorrow there should be some practice. I don't think it's going to be padded. We'll see what happens. You got to go prove yourself and go to a high school and be a coach while also having a perfect record, right? Right. So yeah, there'll be practice tomorrow. If anything crazy happens tomorrow, I will be back on. If not, then you'll see me when you need to see me. Well, I'll just say it like that. I'll see you guys the next time you need to see me. It's your man, RTP. You already know, host of the Pewter and Red podcast. And I'll see you guys next time I see you. News.